Alright, so this is going to be my first somewhat long-range road trip, a little over 100 miles. I already drove about 10 miles of it. This is from the Milpitas Fremont border all the way to border of Sacramento, about 104 miles total that we're going to be going. You can see we're at 74% right now. I plan to be going around 55 miles per hour most of the time. And you can see with 94 miles to go, it says we will arrive with about 45%. Since I'm going only 55 miles an hour, I'm assuming we're going to end up with more, but we'll find out. Alright, see you guys then. Alright, as you can see, we're now at 54%. There's a lot of construction, so I actually went a little bit faster because I didn't want to hold everyone up, but then I slowed down towards the end. You can see it's 11:28 p.m. right now. We have an average of 326 watt-hours per mile, over 90 miles that we drove for an hour and 43 minutes. And here you can see we'll arrive around 11:43, and now we'll arrive with 50%, so extra 5% on top of what it was showing earlier. Alright, as you can see, we're at 50%, though it is the lower end of 50%. And you can see 104 miles traveled, 323 watt-hours per mile. Not bad. Alright, so we'll see you guys later. Alright, so I'm charging right now. To get to 100%, it's going to take 6 hours 25 minutes at 40 amps. This is 234 volts it's going right now. It technically supports up to 240 volts, but the power that's being put out is 234 volt, 40 amps. Alright, so 6 hours 25 minutes to charge up that basically 50%. So if you went from 0 to 100, probably about 12 hours or so. All right, 13 hours. All right, so anyways, here's where we're going. We're going to go on this long road trip down here, and then we're going to go back up. So I'm curious how this is going to go. I did remove the side mirrors for this trip just to see how it will help efficiency. You saw what my last thing was. All right, got pretty decent efficiency, and yeah, so we'll see depending how far we got to go, how fast we're going to drive, everything. If you're wondering why I picked these charging stations, these are actually cheaper ones. So yeah, if you look here, this one is 33 cents a kilowatt hour. I don't know why it's so much cheaper than all the rest. This one is 43, and then this other one is 42. All right, and then we're going to end up all the way over here. There are some in 500 feet, turn left onto Grand River Drive. I accidentally tapped that. But in Sacramento, there's actually one in like Freeport area that's super cheap if you can go this late at night from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's 19 cents a kilowatt hour, which is pretty nice considering, I think because PG&E, it doesn't power Sacramento. I think it's SMUD. So I don't know, PG&E's for some reason way overpriced. I don't know why they don't just make mini like non-PG&E electrical places everywhere, because yeah, I don't know what PG&E adds Grand River Drive that makes them worth paying that extra amount. Anyways, that's it. We'll see you guys when we start driving, I guess. Alright, we started at 94%. I'm going to be going about 65 to 70 miles an hour. You can see right now we're using over 567 watt-hours per mile. And yeah, we got 3 hours 10 minutes to the first charging spot, 10%. We'll see what we arrive with. Alright, you can see we're at 88%, 6:34 a.m. We're using 534 watt-hours per mile. So I don't know how people are getting like 400 going 70 miles an hour average, because I was going anywhere from 60 to 70. And here you can see it says now we'll arrive with 5%. So I don't know. We'll see. Yep. No, if you go faster, it will drain faster. It says, now look, it says stay below 70 miles per hour to reach.
That's not good.
So I don't know if that means we have wind blowing the opposite direction now, or if it was basing that calculation off of me going 55 before. But that's only 234 miles total that we're going, so it's a lot less than what I was doing earlier. So what I was doing earlier, we would have gotten probably over 350 miles of range, so we'll see. 67% now. 7:27 a.m. 60 degrees Fahrenheit outside. We're using about 447, 448, so just about 450 watt hours per mile. And you can see it says now we'll arrive with about 7%. 163 miles to go. Here's a big solar farm. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot of trees in the way. Look at that. Whoa. How long does it take to break even? Is this PG&E controlled? Is that why they're charging 40 cents a kilowatt hour? I thought it's supposed to reduce the cost. Alright, as you can see, we're now at 58%. 7:54 a.m. 64 degrees Fahrenheit. We've driven, it's going to be 100 miles real soon. 431 watt hours per mile used. Let's see, we have 134 miles to go, and it says we'll arrive with 10%. So it started saying we'll arrive with 10%, then it dropped to like 5, and now it's back up to 10. I think at one point it did show 4% that we'd arrive, but now it's showing 10% again.
To the hotel?
Yep. Or no, the first charger. So we'll get to the first charger. That'll be 234 miles driven with 10% remaining. We started with 94%, so yeah. Oh, now it's showing 9%. Right, we traveled 100 miles. One thing I forgot to mention, I am running a little refrigerator in the back. So that uses about 1 to 2 kilowatt hours or kilowatts per hour. So judging from that, let's say about 60 miles an hour average, a little over that. So if you divide that, basically, what's that, per hour, 60, so every hour, this thing is going to be using about 200, or 150, we'll say. So divide that by 60, and you'll see how much extra, like, watt hours per mile it adds. Maybe that's adding a little bit to make it in the 430 instead of closer to 400, but it shouldn't add that much. Yeah, so that shouldn't use too much. Only like 2 to 3 watt hours per mile extra would be added from that charging. So yeah, that shouldn't really make it that much less efficient. Also, you can see we don't have the side mirrors, so that helps with efficiency as well. So I'm not sure if I had the mirrors, how much extra it would add. I think someone said about 1%. Alright, we're now at 22%. 9:20 a.m., 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see we got 432 watt hours per mile. We drove 195 miles, and it says we'll arrive at 9:52 a.m., 37 miles to go with 10%. Alright. We're approaching the exit. We have 9% remaining. 9:55 a.m., 75 degrees, 425 watt hours per mile. You can see it's preconditioning the battery for fast charging. And yeah, we have less than 1 mile to go. It says we'll arrive with 10%. I don't know how that's possible unless slowing down will make us go up 1%. We'll see. Alright, so there you go. Okay, 9%. You can see.
You need your walker thingy, mommy?
Oops. Get rid of that. 423 watt hours per mile. And it says to the next supercharger we'll have negative 25%. Alright, we're now charging. You can see 251 kilowatt hours, or kilowatts per hour. 647 miles per hour. 13 minutes remaining to continue trip. Okay, I think we'll go to this one, which is 42 cents a kilowatt hour next. Alright, that will probably be the best one. Right now it's out of reach, but you can see there's this one is 43, but the one right after it, which is also right along the highway or freeway or whatever you want to call it, interstate, is 42. So we'll add that. Let's remove the Bakersfield one. We don't need that. And let's see, so how long to continue? So we'll get negative 13%. It says to continue, it'll take 15 minutes. So there you go. You can see the charge rate dropped to 220 kilowatt, plus 17 kilowatt hours added already. 10 minutes to continue driving if we need to arrive. I want it to arrive with at least like around 10%, so yeah. For comparison, gas is $5.09 over there and $4.95 across the street. Look, there's a little kitten there. It must have caught a million mice. Look at all these. What's with all these mice here? I've never seen so many like little dead mice all over. What in the world? Did the cats catch those? Alright, just finished bathroom break. Let me show you. Look at all these dead bugs here. We were going about 70 miles an hour. This is the stuff. We fit all this stuff in the front trunk. Some of this stuff I just left in there that I didn't need to bring on this trip, but it'll all fit. Alright, here is what we have in the back. We have a bed thing there, and then walkers, more bags, and a little fridge that I've been running. You can see it's at 1 degrees. Nice and cold water. I'm gonna take out a water and drink it. Alright, so you can see we only have 1 minute left to continue our trip, and that was after everyone went to the bathroom. So you don't even really have to wait. If you can just leave now. You see 7%, and we'll get to the next charging spot. Alright, so I forgot to show we charged to about 47%, and if you look at this, we paid $19.78 to charge that, so about $20, okay? I don't remember if I showed how many kilowatt hours we charged, but yeah. Okay, so we're about to go over the hill. You can see there's these big charging areas where it's 46 cents a kilowatt hour. Basically, they know if you're not gonna make it, you're gonna go back down and pay the highest price electricity charging rates. You can see 48 miles to Magic Mountain Parkway. We're at 24%, 443 watt hours per mile. We drove 59 miles. We'll arrive with 11%. I was going a bit slower, not on purpose. I was just like not really paying attention too much to my speed. But yeah, 42 minutes, 48 miles to go. Alright, you can see we're gonna have to go up this mountain soon, and we'll see how much charge it uses. Alright, so we're going up the grapevine. Let's see how much percent we end up with. Right now we're at 22. Lots of trucks coming up. We're gonna have to merge over left. Yep, we're at 17% now going up this mountain. Hopefully we make it. 515 watt hours per mile average now. 10% remaining, 36 minutes. The unpredictable part is what we'll have at the very peak. Because going down we'll be charging, which is fine, but what will we have when we get down? Alright, we're down to 14% and we're still climbing the mountain. Here you can see 531 watt hours per mile. And how long do we got? We'll arrive with 10%, 36 miles, 31 minutes. Alright, we're going back down the hill. We got to 11%, so let's see. I think we're not climbing anymore. 74 miles, 543 watt hours per mile, 10%. 28 minutes, 33 miles. Alright, we're now at 9%. Went uphill some more. 11:34 a.m., 68 degrees Fahrenheit. 489 watt hours per mile. You can see we traveled 89 miles. We have 19 miles to go. It says we'll arrive with 8%. Alright, we're at 7% now. Let's see, 11:50 a.m., 68 degrees Fahrenheit. We did 428 watt hours per mile. That's going up and back down the mountain, so not bad. And as you can see, we'll arrive 11:52 a.m. to the next charger in 2 minutes, 0.9 miles. So we're now at 8%, 7 minutes remaining to continue trip. 206 kilowatt charging speed. There you go, 426 watt hours per mile. And it costs 42 cents per kilowatt hour here. Alright, we're now at 39%, 35 minutes to get to the charge limit, which is 80. We are charging at 177 kilowatt speed, 176 now. Right, it's 12:07 p.m., 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 426 watt hours per mile for the last 108 miles. And you can see it says we'll arrive there with 15% if we were to go right away. What else here? Get rid of that. So that's that, and yeah. Alright, so we charged 43 kilowatts so far, 42 cents per kilowatt hour, and then session cost is $18.06. Okay, we're at 49%, enough charge, 140 kilowatts, 12 p.m., 68 Fahrenheit, and the same stuff of the other thing. So yeah, there you can see 53 kilowatts. It costs $22.26. Let's get out of here. Stop by for some In-N-Out protein style animal with chopped chilies. Alright, accidentally made a wrong turn, but you can see we're at 44%. It was 43, it just went up. 1:14 p.m. 385 watt hours per mile used so far. We'll be there at 2:44, which is too early, so I'm going to drive slower. Alright, we'll arrive with 25%. Alright, as you can see, we're at 36%. It's 2:12 p.m., 74 degrees Fahrenheit. We are driving really slow because of traffic, so we got 302 watt hours per mile for 47 miles. And yeah, we'll arrive there with 28% according to that, and 25 miles to go. Alright, you can see we did 72 miles at 334 watt hours per mile. We're at 26% now, so now we gotta go to our final destination, and I'll charge up the rest later afterwards. It's 81 degrees here. How's there snow over there? How's there snow? Okay, we're at 10% now. You can see it's 11 p.m. and we waited because the charging before 11 is 51 cents a kilowatt hour. Now it's 32. So let's plug it in and we'll see. Oh, one thing is, because I waited so long, it's no longer like heated. So we'll see what happens. Man, this cable's kind of short. I have to back up pretty close. It's not quite. It's like, or I mean, it's reaching, but it's like pulling on itself. Anyways, somebody put a thing here for new OEM Model Y rims and tire. Somebody's selling there. I'm not going to show that because I don't want to advertise that. Anyways, we're going to plug it in and let's see. You can see it's charging slow until it warms up, so it's going to take a little while. But we'll see. It says 40 minutes remaining to charge to 80%. Hopefully it will speed up. Okay, we're at 16% now. You can see 3 minutes did that and it added 6%, so basically 2% a minute. Also, it's charging at 254 kilowatts, so it's pretty quick. 628 miles per hour. We used 541 watt hours per mile the last drive, and that's since last charge. Alright, you can see 32 cents a kilowatt hour. Alright, so we're at 51%. You can see it's 11:18, so 18 minutes, and we gained 41%. Alright, 127 kilowatts now. I set the charge limit to 100. It says it's gonna take a long time because the last few percent it goes slower and slower and slower. So maybe we won't charge that long. We'll see. But anyways, that's all should be about the same. And this shows 32 cents a kilowatt hour. 17.28 was spent. All right, as you can see, we're at 79%. So it's 40 minutes remaining. It's 11:42. The charge rate, as you can see, dropped really fast, so really I think beyond like 50-60%, you probably don't want to keep charging, otherwise it's going to take a long time unless you're just resting or napping or something. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue our trip. So to charge to 80% costs about $28.48. all right. Alright, so I was doing a test driving 80-85 now. You can see it used a lot more, 551 watt hours per mile. I don't know if it's also because we were kind of going up a hill, but there you go. And you can see we're heavier. We ate lots of meals. But yeah, we're almost there. Alright, we're at 31%. It says ready to charge, but it's not charging for some reason. Is it going to charge? What's happening? What does that mean? Communication error. Maybe this one's broken. Okay, I unplugged it and plugged it back, and it looks like it's working. So let's see. Okay, it's charging now. Or is it bad? Let's see. It's really low charging speed. Let's see if it's going to ramp up to 255 or more. Here you can see that's how many miles we went. And it looks like it's charging. Okay, it's speeding up. So I think we should be okay. Now we just gotta find the next charging spot. And let's see. So you do that, do add a stop, charging, and then we can find chargers all along the way. Probably find one about 200 miles away or something. Where's the... Why did I get rid of my travel line? Oh, am I going upside down? Okay, so that one is 81 miles, so let's go much further. 230 miles, so we can probably make it to that one. 44 cents a kilowatt hour. This one is 46. This one is 45. 45. 43, and that one's 102 miles away. So we could just go to that one, charge up fast again. So we'll add that. Add it. Okay, there you go. And you can see now it's saying 167 kilowatts. So we'll see you guys later. Oh, 7:18 p.m., 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And here you go, it's going to 160 kilowatts. So I'm gonna charge to like 60% or so, and then we'll continue to the next one, which is the one we went to last time. And not the Lost Hills one, this Patterson one or something, because that one is 33 cents a kilowatt hour. And yeah. Okay, so that's it for now. Alright, we're almost at 60%. You can see 112, now it's charging at 112, 113 kilowatt speed. We gained 35 kilowatt hours, and I mean, you already saw that stuff. 7:32 p.m. And we'll look at that. Okay, 42 kilowatt hours. Alright, so I'm gonna unplug now, and we'll continue to the next. Alright, I was trying to do an 80 to 85 mile an hour test, but yeah, that's not happening. But in the driving we did, you can see 519 watt hours per mile. And yeah, now we charge way more than necessary, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, got a bunch more 80, 85 mile an hour driving in. We're at 42%, 672 watt hours per mile used. You can see it says we'll arrive with 16%, and now we're stuck in really bad traffic again. We're at the yellow portion, and it's pretty much like completely dead almost. At least it's moving. What about 10-15 miles an hour? Alright, so I did more of a mixture of 65 to 85, and you can see 17% now. It's preconditioning the battery. Did 460 watt hours per mile, and we'll arrive with 17%. And I don't know if you're able to tell how much total. I should have reset the tires one to use. Alright, charge is starting, and there we go, green. Yep, it's pretty windy right now. So I think we're actually going, were we going against the wind? I don't know. But anyways, you can see it says it'll take 35 minutes to continue our trip. And we're going, the next charger we're going to is over here, all the way 156 miles. And that one is 33 cents a kilowatt hour, much cheaper, but still it's cheaper to charge at home or at other local superchargers after like mid 11 to 4 a.m. Alright, so 156 miles, so we'll have to charge for, I'll estimate again. You can see we're now at 30%, 30 minutes to continue trip it says. I think I'm going to charge to about 75% or so, and it's charging at 23 or 231 kilowatt. We'll see, depending on how the drive goes. You can see we did 108 miles for that last one. And yeah. Okay. Just to get an idea of the wind, you see that? You see all those trees over there? Let me find out which direction this wind is blowing. Oh, poor little kittens. Oh, they're eating the mice. He's eating the mouse. Kitten, come here. Wait, is it alive? No, it's dead. Did they catch them all? Is that why there's all these dead mice here? Where's your mommy? There's like a bunch of like dead mice here. Look, what is going on? Why are there so many? Are they catching them and then throwing it here for the cats? Or did the cats catch them? Or is there some poison here? Okay, you can see we're at 64%. That took from 30 to 64%. You can see it took, what, 18 minutes? And it's charging slow now, 92 kilowatts. Alright, and 460, oh yeah. And it says we'll get there with negative 1%, so we're probably gonna have to charge quite a bit.
Why don't you charge
But we'll see.
more then?
Right, so I checked and the wind is basically blowing east with a very, very slight north, but pretty much just straight east. There you go. Hey, little kitty. Aw, where are you going? Meow. It's not like super scared, but it's somewhat. Oh no, don't run away. Wait, where are you going? Do you have a whole family in there, or is it just you? It's just you? Where's your family? Oh no! Alright, so we charged up to 83 just to be safe. You can see now it's 10:16 p.m. and 75 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's charging slower at 82 kilowatts. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue the trip. You can see it costs $35.26 and it was 43 cents a kilowatt hour. What is this? Alright, here you can see we're at 5%. It was going about 75 to 85 and we used 480 watt hours per mile. Right, you can see we're almost there. And again, we're going to charge up a lot at this one because it's only 33 cents a kilowatt hour compared to the others. Okay, for some reason this one's charging really slow, so I might have to move to another. I don't know how it's saying it's only going to take 11 minutes, because unless this is going to speed up real fast, then yeah, that's weird. Alright, I moved to a different charger and this one's actually increasing in speed. I don't know what's wrong with the other one, but there you go. Let's see. Yep, the other one was staying at 33 kilowatt. This one's going up, up, up. So you can see 33 cents a kilowatt hour. So far, not even one. Oh, there you go. 33 cents so far. Okay. 11 minutes to continue trip, and you can see it's going up. And it doesn't show any of this now because I unplugged and plugged in. Hopefully I recorded that earlier. And yeah, it's at 250. It might go slightly up above, but that's it for now. Is the last charge of the trip. That's actually for the trip probably. I'll probably do another one in Sacramento area because there's one that's 19 cents a kilowatt hour, and then maybe I'll just charge up to like 90 something depending how long it takes to charge. Alright, you can see it's still going at 254 kilowatts and we're at 21% now. Also, if I didn't already show, why is it all over there now? It's 12:43 a.m. 57 degrees outside. Probably gonna charge to 50 and then continue. Alright, we're at 51% and we have 79 miles to go, so let's go. Alright, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but here you can see the last charging we did was $19.14. And we're now at 13%. I'm gonna go to the last charger and then head home. Alright, last charge. Let's open that up. Alright, plug that in. Get some flashy blue. Get some flashy green. Let's see what we got charging up here. Alright, dropped everyone off. And we're gonna charge up. Maybe I'll charge to 100%, take a nap. That way I'll be full for when I need to go. Let's see here. You can see the charge speed, it's going up. Come on, keep going. Alright, you can see it's charging at 19 cents a kilowatt hour. Congestion fees, $1 per minute, starting at 80% charge level or once charge is complete. Is it going to charge that, or is that only if it's congested? I don't know. You can see this stuff here, unit costs. You have session IDs and all of that, idle duration, all of this. Okay. Right now we're going at 204 kilowatts. I don't know if it's going to go faster. Maybe that's the limit here for this charger itself. Oh, 205. Okay, you can see for that short drive we used a lot, 727 watt hours per mile. Right, and you can see the average lifetime of my thing went way up because I was driving fast, like 70 to 85. I was trying not to go over 85. I did a few times because sometimes you just push the pedal and it goes up fast more than you want. But anyways, yeah, it was below 350. Now it's 377, and yeah, here we go. It's went a tiny bit faster. But other than that, we're gonna let it charge. You can see it's 247 right now. Okay, and yeah. Alright, it's estimating an hour 25 minutes. It's at 210 kilowatts. My phone is saying that the battery's still heating up, but it doesn't show that here, so that's kind of interesting. And yeah, you can see 19 cents per kilowatt hour. We did $2.09 so far. And yeah, since the rates go up, let me show you what I mean here. So if I go back to the map and go in here, you can see after 4 a.m. it's going to be 21 cents a kilowatt hour. So that's not much difference, so that's fine. We can charge all the way until 9 a.m. but I do need to be home by probably 7 or 8 a.m. so because of that, obviously we can't stay that long. We'd have to leave before 5, right? Yeah, I'd have to be out of here by 5. So that's enough time to charge to 100% if I wanted to. Anyways, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. But yeah, anyways, that's probably the end of the trip. The last thing you'll probably see from this is, well, I guess you can see when I reach home, but I'll show also how much this cost in the end if I remember. Alright, see you guys later. Alright, here you can see we're at 36% and it already dropped. Now we're charging at 180 kilowatt speed. So yeah, the charging curve on this drops pretty quick. 2:55 a.m., 57 degrees Fahrenheit. None of that should have changed. And here you can see we spent $6.27 so far. Okay. Alright, it's now 4 a.m. You can see it's charging very slow. Yeah. And let's see, the cost of that was 2109 and 111 kilowatt hours. Alright, let's unplug and time to head home. I forgot to record once I got back. Anyways, you can see we're at 68% right now. And oh, here you go. 7:09 a.m. but I did arrive around like 6:30 or so. Okay, you can see the usage, 332 watt hours per mile. That was a mix driving between 55 and 75, but I was trying to stay closer to 55. A lot of it was kind of one lane, so I didn't want to leave people stuck behind me, so I was driving faster. But otherwise I could have gotten lower than that 332. But you can see since charge 341, and then this is like the total average that we did. That's including all the driving since I've owned the vehicle. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you kind of see the efficiency. Again, I took these mirrors off, so you'd actually have worse efficiency slightly, most likely. And also, we don't have the wheel covers, so yeah, since we don't have the wheel covers. But another thing is I had 5 passengers and a bunch of other stuff, and I was also running the little refrigerator thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here's all the splattered bugs from the road trip. Yep. Actually, this part doesn't have too much. It's all on this front piece only. Pretty good.